Good morning, and thanks for joining us as we continue to talk about how we might better understand and explain the message of the Scripture, the Bible, particularly regarding spiritual reality and the things that we can't see, which all that we can see tells us something about. Last time I talked about shadow and reality, and I want to go a little further with that and how language gives us access to the spiritual realm, particularly in the area of personality and that which is personal. This is something that we all exercise every day when we interact with other people. We see another person and we know that there's a consciousness there that we can interact with. And there are at least three aspects of personality that, whether or not we're aware of it, we're looking for these things, we're observing these things when we interact with other people. The first is mind. And of course, we have a mind and we're forming language, we're forming our words, we're interacting with other people with our language. And this gives us the indication that mind is at work and that intelligence is there, that people know things, and they're revealing things about their personality through their intelligence and through their mind and the words that they're putting together, the language that they're speaking to us as we interact. Another aspect would be emotion. And as you interact with people that you have more of a relationship with, you begin to see more indications of emotion. And here again is an example of where there's a shadow, there's an outward appearance, but there's a reality behind it. And we have all learned how to read facial expressions. We all know what someone looks like when they're happy or sad or perhaps angry. And these are, again, a shadow. These are outward appearances, but they reflect something that's much deeper and something more subtle, more nuanced, more difficult to understand, but something that we would disregard or ignore only at great loss to personal relationships, and at perhaps even danger and risk in our personal interactions if we disregard what appears to be revealing a deeper emotion. The emotion is something we can't see, what we call that a reality, and the appearance, the facial expression, or even actions of a person, bodily posture and stance, indicates something about a person's emotion that we can read as a reality behind the shadow, the appearance that we see. The third thing, in addition to mind and emotion, is that persons and personality involves a will, and that is a will to choose, or we might use the term volition. That when we are interacting with other persons, and again, all we see on the physical plane is a body and some emotions, some facial expressions, we hear words, but we are forming our image in our mind, we're forming an idea of who is this person. And as we see people's actions and as we hear people's words, we realize that these also reveal to us the reality of a person's will. They have choices and preferences, and they decide things. And this is an important aspect of personality that we pay attention to, because we know that the person, the character, is someone who's being revealed to us through all that we see and all that we interact with on the surface, or that which we might call just a shadow. So in summary, the mind and the will and the emotions are revealing to us the character of a person. And I would refer to 2 Corinthians 4:18 that we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, because what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. And I think this has reference not only to our relationship with God and other spiritual things, but every interaction with people. We are not really focusing on the outward appearance, but on the inner character of the person. We're forming our idea of who this person is and what they are like by observing the evidence of their mind and their will and their emotions. So thank you for being with us, and next time we're going to take this a step further and talk about what are redemptive relationships and how does the good news of forgiveness change all of our interactions with other people. Thank you.